So the holidays are fast approaching, and you're probably wondering to yourself, what side dish can I make that's healthy, my family will love, is simple to make, and flavorful? And most importantly, I don't need a knife. Well, today's recipe is a green bean recipe that me and my family have been using for the past 8 or 10 years, mainly during Thanksgiving. You can also make it for Christmas if you like. But it's a green bean recipe that requires simple ingredients: green beans. You can get them cut and cleaned, ready to eat. Sliced almonds. An orange. Salt and pepper. And olive oil. Now the only utensil you will need is a grater. A zester. I'm going to use the zesting side. If you have one of those handheld zesters, you can use that. That's fine. But this is what we have, so that's what I'm going to be using. Now, even before COVID started, the most important thing to do before you start cooking always is to wash your hands. So you always want to have some soap available, some hand soap, to wash your hands thoroughly. Okay. And I always keep set of paper towels ready to dry my hands off. That way you don't get your roll of paper towels all wet and whatnot by touching them. Okay, so let's come right over here and we're gonna start our side dish. Now, you take your bowl here, take an empty bowl, and you add your green beans, okay? Now keep in mind, folks, this is not a recipe, technically a recipe, because recipes are guidelines for me. So it's not a tablespoon of that, a half a teaspoon of that. So what I'm showing you is basic guidelines for this recipe, and the olive oil you're going to put is just enough to coat it. You want to coat the green beans, okay? You don't want to drown them, and you don't want to put too much in there. And salt and pepper, okay? Now, the thing with salt is you can always, oh, got a little stuck there, a little humidity in there. You can always add salt, but you can't take out. So depending on you and your family's taste, if you like a lot of salt, we don't like a lot of salt, so I don't put that much. But you're more than welcome to put, again, what you and your family enjoy. And pepper, you like to use a fresh ground pepper, a couple of turns like that. Okay, now, once we have that, we're going to go ahead and toss to coat all the green beans as much as possible. We're going to toss them around, make sure they're nice and coated, salt and pepper evenly all over it. And the reason you want it all evenly is because some green beans may cook faster than the other that aren't coated with oil. So as you can see now, they're nice and coated. And we're gonna spread around our green beans nice and evenly over the sheet pan. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna go from here. I've already preset the oven to 350 degrees, and we're gonna set the kitchen timer for about 25 minutes. We're going to put them right there in the oven. There. I'm really excited that you joined me here today to go over this recipe. It's a very simple recipe, and I just, while we're waiting for our green beans, wanted to go over a little bit of background about myself. I have my chef's coat. You can see it's got my name on there. I thought about wearing it today, but that's why I'm wearing simple clothing. As you can see, I'm wearing the burnt orange because we live in Austin, Texas, Hook'em Horns. I'm at home. You're going to be at home making this holiday side dish, so we don't always wear chef coats at home. So I reserved that for another time in an event or whatnot. But I went to culinary school back in 1999, graduated with honors from the Art Institute of Houston. Fast forward to meeting my wife back in 2008. The reason we came up with this recipe, because there's a lot of traditional recipes that families really enjoy during the holidays. The green bean casserole with the fried onions on top, the broccoli rice casserole, because I used to love those things, right? But my wife, being from Moldova, which is over in Eastern Europe, she wasn't accustomed to having these things in side dishes. So, and plus, we've gotten to a more healthier lifestyle. So we've tried to get more organic and more healthier in our side dishes during the holidays especially. We do it all year long, but we want to maintain that through the holidays. And eating healthy doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't taste good. I know that's a misconception that a lot of people have. Well, if it's healthy, it probably doesn't taste good. Well, no, that's not true. And the knowledge that I have, I'm really, really looking forward to passing it on to you, because it's very simple, basic things that we're going to be doing in the series of cooking. So at this time, hopefully you'll like the video, click the like button, and follow us on Instagram as well. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to toast our almonds, because almonds are great by themselves, okay? But something happens when you toast them, okay? The nuttiness intensifies and just goes through the roof, and it makes this dish so much more flavorful and better. Trust me, all right? So let's come over here, and what we're gonna do is we're going to put our almonds in the skillet here. You can also do it in the oven if you like, but you always have to make sure and monitor them. And right now our green beans are in there, and it's a little bit higher temperature than the almonds should be, because they're so delicate. So we're gonna put that, I have it on 7. Now this is an electric cooktop. I really prefer a gas stove top, because you can control the heating element a lot better than you can electric. But electric's what I have, so that's what we're using. So you want to get a nice toasty even coat on all the almonds. So you want to make sure as you're going along, making sure that you're tossing, we're going to do that here in a few minutes, that you're tossing the almonds to get them nice and toasted, you know, all around, instead of just some raw and some toasted. Okay, so our toasted almonds are coming out nicely. You can see they're starting to brown a little bit, and the fragrance is truly amazing. Kind of like when you go to the mall and you're walking around the mall, and I see it's tossing it a little bit there, make sure they get evenly coated. When you go to the mall and they're toasting those pecans and stuff like that, the fragrance is just, it sends you to heaven almost. It's really, really awesome. Our green beans are ready. Got them in a bowl there. Our toasted almonds and our orange zest. Okay, time to assemble. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and add our toasted almonds inside, okay? I'm not gonna use them all, that's enough to go in there. And toss in our orange zest. And again, as we did in the beginning, we're just gonna toss it around, make sure that orange zest gets nice and coated all over the green beans. The reason we don't put the orange zest and the almonds in with the green beans at the same time is because the orange zest would burn, and probably so would the sliced almonds. Okay, so you can see it's nice and coated, looks really good, looks really yummy, and we're gonna go ahead and scoop that into your favorite holiday dish or bowl, whichever you prefer, and just like that. Make sure it gets some orange zest from around there, and save a little bit to put on top for presentation purposes. All right. And there we go, folks. Got plenty of orange zest, some almond on there, okay? Wow. The green beans at 350 for about between 20 and 25 minutes. They still have a little bite and crunch to them. And you want that because as you reheat it the next day, or the next couple days, sorry, this is so good. I'm trying to save it for tonight because we're gonna have it tonight. But as you reheat it, the green beans will continue to soften. So they're perfect the way they are right now. Well, right now is the time to hit that like button, subscribe, and more importantly, the notification button, because I'll have plenty of holiday recipes coming up in the near future. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Really excited and enjoyed having you join me. So until next time, have a flavorful day.